Hello, and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to do part 2 of Gulliver's Travels. In this part, we take a voyage to Brobdingnag. I don't know. Look at the map. And this is kind of interesting. This is instead of Little Pierce, um, which is where we have little people, we have big giant people. Yes, big giant people. Now, um, he obviously gets in a shipwreck, but it's different. There's a different he goes with a boat with his fellow sailors, and they all go off this island. And then apparently this giant, Whitey, okay, um, so apparently he goes to this giant. You're welcome, Bobby. Come here. There you go. So, he ends up going to this giant comes upon and chases those little people away. They get back into their boat and sail away, and he's left because he's running the other way. And he's left. He gets picked up by this girl, giant, who's like a younger girl. I don't know how old. Probably like 13, maybe. But maybe she's a little bit younger, and she kind of keeps him as a pet, and she puts him in a little box, and he makes him a little box and stuff. She also like these people really regard him as a pet instead of a human, so they really like belittle him more because he's small. He's like as small as an insect almost. So, and he's also in kind of like a circus, or looked at upon like, oh, you're a small creature. And so kind of like when we get insects and we capture them and look at them, see what they do, that's what they do with Gulliver, and stuff, until he goes to the queen. Now the queen and I think the king is very they're nice to him, but they still kind of see him as a little creature and um like a little um a little creature. And I like this story a little bit better than Little Truth because I understood it a little bit better. Like it was just a little bit better, not a lot big bit better, because there's a lot of calculations about size and height and that kind of stuff, which is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of technical in terms of that. But I did enjoy that one very immensely. There's also a part in the book where the big he gets taken out of his box and put on the women's nipple. Who knows what goes on there? Because you know, and I just automatically thought of Japanese porn, and I was like, wow, it probably would happen in Japanese porn. I mean, I kid you not. So yeah, they should make that a Gulliver's Travel coin. Would be really weird. But yeah, yeah. So yeah, and then also I I felt like also this, even though this is technically a children's book, it's really not. I think it's more like for sailing to go. I mean, it talks about sailing and massing and traveling, and of course, when when he gets off of the island of this island, he is basically picked up by an eagle and dropped into the sea. And then what I really thought interesting was he meets some sailors who kind of question his mental state, which I thought was really interesting. I was like, well, yeah, of course, you're thinking you're a small human because that's kind of what you've been on this island, but now you are big and you are more like normal size, that you're with the citizen of your own kind, even though you're kind of still close to that area. So yes, I really, really enjoyed the second part, but not like a love. I loved it because I didn't love it. Again, the writing is very dry, so you have to kind of get used to it. And the what I really like is the maps on the beginning of the chapters, kind of showing you where these places are and stuff like that in relation to the world. And probably this was written 300 years ago, so it's very old, and most of the time people um we are really talking about law. There's a lot of politics in this. So even with the politics, they're more simple minded. Like they're just simple minded. The farmers. There's farmers who have, you know, maids and stuff, which I thought was kind of interesting, but kind of weird because it was like, oh, but you're farmers. I think if I was a farmer, I wouldn't have a maid. I mean, seriously, you would probably have help out, but you wouldn't have a maid necessarily. Anyway, um, that's my thought on part two and stuff. I'm going to be reading part three today, and I hope you have a great day. You want to see Bobby? Say hi.
Hi.
All right. Have a great day.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Don't.
Don't say bye.
I say hi.
Okay, say hi. Hi, bye.
Hi.
Hi, bye.